Hey guys, my name is James, also known as Drac, and this is my first video. Possibly gonna continue doing more of these, maybe eventually some in-person ones. Just quickly downloading my deck from Octagon. So I've been a really big fan of Targaryen and Nights Watch's factions, and when the game first came out, I tried Nights Watch Banner of the Dragon, which was pretty fun, but not the most competitive. So I moved into Targaryen Fealty, Night's Watch Wolf, and played the factions in separate decks, which were both quite strong as well. But here I've decided to go back and merge them together the other way around with Targaryen Banner of the Watch, which has been quite fun to play. I'll try and get a couple of games with it out so you can get an idea of what's in the deck, how it plays, etc. And I'm up against Targaryen, Banner of the Stag. I kind of talked through the setup there, but it was 5 card setup, pretty decent. He's got a 4 card setup. I've got Daenerys and 2 dragons in my hand, so I'm pretty happy with those cards. It does still have Dany and the dragons as a potential win condition. She is also the only draw that you can get when Targaryen is your main faction, so not including her can make you pretty sad. Um, so I flipped 2 Drogons, Jorah, so Waymar Royce, and an Illyria's Estate versus Rose Road, Wildling Horde, Viserion, and a Dragonstone Faithful. Let's see, so there's no point me marching anything. I would lose that trade. Could kneel out the Wildling Horde. Could do a call on the banners and play Dany, but if I play Noble Cause, I've got the one reducer. I can either play Milk or Support of the People, and maybe I'll draw something that costs a gold. I don't know, or a King's Road would be nice. So he's flipped Calm over Westeros, which is going to allow him to win initiative, um, which means he'll probably choose for me to go first, which not something Night's Watch ever really wants to do. Something Targaryen sometimes wants to do, but I don't really want to go first right now. when your big characters are already out, then maybe you like to go first because who cares by that point. But if you're about to play a big character, you want to go second so that character can't get messed up by things in their marshalling, like Milk of the Poppy. So I sit on a gold, hoping to play that Support of the People because obviously there's no good targets for me to milk when I'm going first. He's got 6 gold. Seems to be thinking about what to play. He kneels his Dragonstone Faithful to reduce the cost by 1 of Melisandre, who will kneel Dany. So there goes any plan of playing Support of the People. I can see I've got a Castleblack and Plaza Punishment in my hand, so those are 2 of the cards I would get with that anyway. The third is the Iron Throne. I'm not sure if there's a second copy of Plaza Punishment. There probably is actually. So that would have been good to get that out and burn Viserion down. So he has said Intrigue Claim is calmed, and may as well put the nail in the coffin and put a Milk of the Poppy on Dany, which is going to take away all of my draw. I mean, I've got a decent sized hand right now, so it's not the worst. So here he can win a military challenge. I mean, I could win. No, wait. He's got potentially 9 strength if he went all in, and I've got a billion strength if I went all in. But that would leave me pretty vulnerable on the defense. So instead, I just decided to do a military challenge. Maybe try and kneel out his Wildling Horde, which can beat it, but I don't really care about if he kills off the Dragonstone Faithful at this point. and he probably doesn't either, but he does block it. I'm not really 100% sure why. But I probably, I possibly shouldn't have done it with Drogon in that circumstance because I did have a gold left over, and sitting on a gold can be really nice when you have a dragon out just for the fear of Dracarys, which would have maybe stopped Mel from wanting to participate in any challenges. So I've done. What's happening here? I've just passed after doing the military challenge because no entry claim, no power to steal. I'm not that worried about losing intrigue on the defense because I have to discard a card for reserve anyway, and it gets my support of the people, which is not the worst thing in the world because I've already got 2 out of 3 of the targets for it, and after that, it's only going to get you a King's Road. So he doesn't bother doing a mill or a power because I would win either, and I would win dominance either way as well. So we end the turn with me on 1 power and him on none. I've still got some nice cards in my hand. Dany is going to become pretty super next turn, even while Milk. She's still going to get Renown, get Stealth from Viserion when I play him, and be able to stand from Rhaegal when I play him. So I just need to play a plot that gives me 4 gold. That's it. And he plays one that gives him 4 gold, Wildfire Assault. But instead, I went for a gold plot. I guess I wanted to play down a Milk and maybe Castle Black or something. But he does use Wildfire Assault, so I'm forced to kill off my Night's Watch character because he has a cool when he dies effect, which will discard Drogon from my opponent's hand, which gives me a slight card advantage, but I think we were 6-5 at that point. So I know exactly what I'm doing, just playing down my dragons, that's all I need to do. Put a milk on Melisandre so that she won't be kneeling anybody out this turn, which would have definitely been Dany. He's got 5 gold and a King's Road sitting there. So he could bring out up to 8 gold worth of stuff. I'm just commenting now on how I forgot to use the reducer. So I didn't have anything left in my hand that cost a gold or anything like that, but especially when you've got dragons out, if you have a gold left, you can make them think you've got Dracarys. And also, if you don't use it, it contributes to dominance still, so it's definitely better to keep that gold and use that reducer, which I forgot to do. Dracarys, though, does only have Mel as a real target. So I go ahead and do an intrigue challenge, stealth in Mel, because it will be unopposed, and Dany will get to stand, and she'll get a renown. So the Dany train starts rolling. I don't care how many characters you have, I'm still getting some power. Almost trying to do it in the right order, and standing her first, giving her renown. I got a Dracarys from his hand, which is nice. And I forgot to get an unopposed power. Declare a mill with Drogon. So now he has card advantage because I played 3 cards. Huh? Oh, and a milk. Yeah, makes sense. Maybe. So he blocks the mill challenge. Did I miss that unopposed? I did miss that unopposed. Intrigue power. Oh well. He just reminded me of pillage. For time the Wildland Horde wins a challenge, I will be discarding the top of my deck, which this time is Littlefinger. My pass on challenges there. I could win a power with Dany, but she wouldn't get to stand again, and would let him win one back. Instead, he goes all in on a mill, which will give him 7 strength with those 2 characters. But a potential +2 from Neil in his faction card for the Wildling Horde's ability. I have 9 strength in total for Mill on my characters, which couldn't win the challenge. So instead, I will defend with Rhaegal and kill off a dupe because I like my characters, and he's just wildfired. So, and another pillage, which will be the Iron Throne this time, which is a single of copy in my deck. So now we're just talking about how Millen is going to win him the game if the game goes on for long enough, which it definitely won't. um, so he's done because he can't win an intrigue or a power. So it's my dom again, and he's still on 0 power while I am on 3, and I should actually be on 4. But oh well. And not really sure what plot to play here. I've got a ranging party that I will want to play out, which I can play with any plot except for counting coppers, which is probably the plot would have been the most useful to play right then. But I use March to the Wall. I figure it gives me a character advantage. He flips over Muster the Realm, which will increase the claim on attacks that an army character is participating by 1. He marches Viserion, I march Jorah. Maybe I draw another Jorah. But he's not buffing Dany, so... But yeah, he's going to be able to get a 2-claim mill and a 2-claim power off this turn. I can't see the King's Road in the shot because I was zoomed in real badly, but he just popped his King's Road to play out Khal Drogo, which will allow him a second military challenge. So that means he can get 2-claim military challenges off this turn, which is pretty scary. So I've just been messing around with my cards, trying to line them up, but I can't figure it out. I don't know. Well, it almost looks right. I think Dany and Rhaegal just need to go to the left, right? Anyway, I will play out, knowing that he's going to get two claim military challenges. I need to get claim soak out there, and my only other character is the Ranging Party, who will at least decently will give me some decent amount of military strength. I wonder if it would have been better for me to go first. No, he's got a dupe on Cal. He could have killed for military claim, and that other guy would have just given me nothing at all. Okay, so he's doing a mill with 2 Cal and Wildling Horde, which has 10 strengths between them, but again, the option of kneeling his faction card for an extra +2. I do have enough military strength to beat this, I believe. 5 on Ranging Party, +2 for Viserion, 7, 4 for Drogon's 11, and 3 for Rhaegal is 14. So if I went all in, I could block this challenge, which could have been a good option, because I think I'm definitely going to lose one challenge here, no matter what I do. And I don't want to lose 4 characters. I'm just realizing that I did the reducing of the Ranging Party badly, and I've actually only got 1 gold left, not 3. I said to reduce him by 3 instead of what I thought I was doing, was saying his cost was 3, because it's reduced by 1. So I do have a Dracarys in hand, and a gold, plenty of dragons and a Dany to kneel, if I want to. I'm just really thinking about what to do here, because I know a second one is coming through. What I think I should have done here is I've got a dupe on Drogon. I either let it go unopposed, or I maybe just chump block it. I'll probably just let it go unopposed and kill off the Drogon dupe and the steward at the wall. And that's not too bad, because then I can defend the next challenge. And looks like I'm planning on defending with the Ranging Party. So I've given him a red highlight. Looks like I put Drogon in 2, which brings me up to 9 strengths. Remember, he was the potential 12, so I Dracarys on Khal Drogo to bring it down to a maximum of 8. I think because I was really scared of Daenerys getting put to the sword with that 2 gold, but in retrospect, I think the risk was too high because I've just knelt out my whole board, and he has a Hand's Judgment, which means I still lose the challenge. So I've knelt out my whole board, and I have to kill off 2 guys, which is pretty annoying. And I'm definitely going to lose another military, because I've only got 3 strength left. Which means goodbye. 2 more characters. And pillage will get me a veteran builder. He declares his second military. I can't possibly win this. I don't really care about giving him 1 power right now since he has none. I'm reflecting on how this is a bit shit because I completely misplayed. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I kind of do. I was thinking put to the sword, but probably would have been worth it to lose Dany and a steward, and that would have been it. As opposed to now being down to Dany, Drogon, and Rhaegal, and I've only got Dany and Rhaegal standing. So yeah, that was a pretty huge swing in his favour. He's got an intrigue or power left. Either way, I can win it. But if he doesn't do one, then I can win all 3 challenges against him. Whereas if he does do one, I block it, I get a renown, I stand Dany, but I can only do 2 more challenges back at him. So I block. Stand Dany. Give her a renown. He says he's done. And I go straight into declaring a challenge without giving her renown. He says it's unopposed, I get that this time. Get rid of an Unsullied. Should have done an intrigue with Rhaegal here, because I don't actually care about losing his reducer. And I could have done the power with Dany and stolen that power, which would have brought me up to 8 instead of 7. But whatever, mistakes were made again. But yeah, I could have wildfired later to kill off that guy. So big whoop. So at this point, I'm looking at Cal. I'm looking at those 2 armies. I know that he's going to have a second Muster of the Realm. Of course, you have a second Muster of the Realm. I probably should have just knelt out one of the armies, and that would have maybe been okay. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. Instead, I decided to blank Cal, and which will also blank the Wildland Horde's +2 strength ability. Maybe I can defend a military challenge. Probably not, but at least blank his double mill, so he's going to get 2 mill claim max instead of 4 that he got last turn. And he's no doubt going to choose me to go first, because I don't want to go first. I don't want him to know that I've drawn nothing good. So I've got 6 gold, which is a decent amount. I can play out all the cards in my hand because I have 1 reducer. I did just screw up the reducing of his Ares there, but he was supposed to be reduced. So I'm not sure if there's anything I would have liked to draw less than what I just drew that turn. Because whilst Viserys is claim soak, he is someone that you want to die, and I'm almost definitely, well definitely, since I didn't draw any military icons, definitely going to have 2 people die. But he is blank this turn, so I will not get to discard the milk from Dany, which is kind of his whole purpose in the deck. So he uses a reducer to get out another army. This one has 6 strength, so it's quite a lot of strength. I am no doubt losing a military challenge to claim, which means it might have been better for him to go first, because he could have just killed off 2 guys and then been like, come at me. I've got no Night's Watch guys for my Castle Black, which is very sad. I've only seen 1. No, and the Steward at the Wall, and the Builder got discarded by Pillage. So, I do an Intrigue challenge here. I know I can definitely win an Intrigue challenge. I think I'm under the impression that Dany is going to stand and get renown, even though I'm the one that played Fortified Position, which has blanked both of the dragons. So he blocks it. No idea why. Oh, because I don't have any cards in my hand. And he doesn't want me to get an extra power. But, oops, mega zoom out. He's reminding me that she's blanked and doesn't get renown. I am hating my life about now. Do a chump block, a chump power, because at this point it'll make him kneel someone out, which is obviously going to be Cal, because he doesn't have anything good going for him on this turn, whereas the armies do. Do a mill challenge, again, make him kneel someone out. So he does, which means he's only going to get 2 challenges back, but they're both going to be 2 claim, which is going to be an even bigger swing for him in this game. So I was at 7 power at this point, and he was at 2. By the end of this turn, we're both going to be at 6, and yeah, he's going to get unopposed power with 2 claim is 3, and then he'll also win dominance or get an unopposed mill. Those are the options. So I block the mill. Got to kill off Drogon at this point. Renown is great, but I'm not going to win enough challenges to win the game. Stand-in at least means that she can participate in 2 different challenges. There goes my 2 power, and there goes his plus 4 power. Alright, so I've got no cards in my hand, only 2 characters on the board, and I'm slowly losing all my power. Well, not slowly, that was pretty quick. He doesn't have any more Muster the Realm, so which is good. I don't have any more fortified positions though. Wildfire, and he's got another 2 claim plot, which is GG at this point. Like, that's it. Um, I think I'm about to call it GG after I draw it. I decided to go first. Why not? I'm fucked anyway. He's gonna kill up Mel and leave Cal and the 2 armies. Why not? I draw a hand judgment and a tears and concede. There's nothing I can do about that. Both of my characters are gonna be dead this turn, and he only has to do 1 mill challenge to achieve that. And then there's nothing else for me. So yeah, this was not the best representation of this deck. It normally goes a lot better, but I normally make a lot less silly play mistakes. So I'll try and get some more out there of hopefully some games that I do better. But yeah, I was very impressed by this guy's deck. I haven't seen anyone else really use the army plots so effectively, but Khal Drogo definitely makes sense. Um, that is brutal. All of those 2 claim plots. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, but hopefully I'll have another video out shortly. Thanks.